A 31-year-old man has been charged after a stabbing at a residence on the Cold Lake First Nations on Saturday. When RCMP arrived on scene, they located a male victim suffering from multiple stab wounds. He was taken to Cold Lake Hospital, where he remains in serious but stable condition. Fabian Scani is charged with aggravated assault and assault with a weapon. He will appear in Cold Lake Provincial Court on Wednesday. An Edmonton man is facing multiple charges after RCMP seized a quantity of cocaine and a large amount of Canadian currency at a motel in Cold Lake last Thursday. 23-year-old Boutros Abdiaziz Mohammed, who is already wanted in connection with an outstanding second-degree murder charge, was arrested and faces multiple charges, including possession for the purpose of trafficking cocaine and possession of property obtained by crime under $5,000. Boutros Mohammed was released following a bail hearing on a recognizance with conditions and $8,000 cash bail. He will appear in Cold Lake Provincial Court on March 23rd. The Saskatchewan Water Agency's new water requirement for the city of Lloydminster is coming into effect in July of 2017. The request is for a new wastewater treatment facility costing millions. But with an absence of funding from the Saskatchewan government, the city is forced to find alternative solutions. City Council reporter Krisha Khan has more on what they plan to do.
$94 million is what the Saskatchewan government is asking the city of Lloydminster to fork up for the construction of a new wastewater treatment facility.
The sticker price on the construction project has grown. Currently it sits at just over $90 million. And if you've looked into the city books at all, we don't have $94 million that isn't already being used.
Well, that's a price tag tough for any smaller city to pay, forcing administration to be creative and to find an alternative means for adhering to the new regulations.
Administration had to get creative. They had to get outside the box and find out what our options were. And one of the options is what was put forward today. Is there a business case, a reasonable business case to enter into a partnership with EPCOR, create a Lloydminster Utility Corp, which would be owned by the City of Lloydminster and EPCOR equally.
The proposed utility corporation is aimed to serve the city more effectively, and EPCOR would be able to provide financing, capital project expertise, and more.
EPCOR really has experience working bi-provincially. The City of Lloydminster is in a unique position where our water intake is on the Alberta side of the border, and our sewage effluent discharge or wastewater discharge is on the Saskatchewan side. So we have to operate within both regulatory environments.
The Alberta government has offered funding, whereas on the Saskatchewan side, they have not, placing the city $16 million short of ever constructing a new facility, leaving the city with little to no options, making the idea of a utility corporation backed by EPCOR a viable option.
It allows us to move forward with a very expensive project without putting all that debt on the books and limiting our ability to move forward with other projects. EPCOR is a very experienced utility company.
Council accepted the initial case and will be further reviewed at a later meeting. Krisha Khan, Newcap News.
If you would like to know more, you can attend the city's Your Voice Night happening from now until 8 p.m. Well, students at Winston ChurchillSchool had the chance to learn about Aboriginal culture today. Beading artwork is just one activity the students took part in.
Because they're sharing their culture with us, and I find that really unique.
We're learning how to bead from First Nations.
For a couple of years now, the school has had a connection with the Lloydminster Native Friendship Centre. Principal Elena Brand says it's good for students to experience different cultures through the education system.
The curriculum does have First Nations connections within it, but this is just a real practical way for our students to learn some local history through our local Native Friendship Centre.
Aboriginal culture especially emphasizes passing down family traditions.
I'm very honored to come and showcase our Aboriginal culture and the beadwork and the artwork that we've had from generation passed on.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I'm going to try and make a wolf.
The students say they had a good time and look forward to another visit.